Hey, Jamie. I've been thinking a lot about distance and what it means to be friends with somebody in another city in the age of social media. I spent a lot of time in your home city of Las Vegas, and I even lived there for a little while when I was a kid, but I wonder what it must look like to you. It must be so different through your eyes, because you grew up there and because you know what it's like to leave and to come back. I don't really have a home city. I was born in Omaha and I spent most of my life in Denver, but there's been so many stops along the way that I don't really have a good answer when people ask me where I'm from, or at least it's hard to give a complete answer. Living in New York is the closest I've ever felt to being at home. It's weird seeing a place in movies and on TV your whole life and then moving there as an adult. I've only been here for a year, and I don't know if it's the bizarre familiarity that makes me feel so at ease here, or if my personality just happens to click with the direct, no BS nature of this city, as opposed to the more passive or passive-aggressive nature of my former homes on the other coast. I think about the people I've met here and the friends I made here even before moving, and it makes me think about how so many of the people I call friend now have never lived in the same city as me. In the old days, you might have pen pals or relatives you'd correspond with, but social circles were geographically limited. Now, in the age of email, Twitter, and FaceTime, it's possible to form real connections with people even when they're nowhere near you, or you can't get your schedules to line up. Suddenly, it's the people and the ideas that matter, and geography isn't really a factor. But that speed and ease of communication also means that the distance between our thoughts and our words is much shorter. It's so much easier to be careless with our words when they come in such quantity. I like the idea of an asynchronous conversation. What would we say to each other if our words were measured and considered? What if we knew people could hear us? What if we could put it all to motion? I bet we'd start to say some pretty interesting things. What are you thinking about?